Alright guys, this is another FSD 13.2.2 video. We have a little bit of running around. We're gonna go actually meet up with Jay's grandma. She calls it her babcia. It's a Polish thing. So hoping to get her in the car. She, I think, will just freak out. So we'll see what happens there. I tried to get us in a dead end. I don't know what it's gonna do here. It's probably just gonna turn left and be fine, but go ahead.
Yeah, we're on a hill.
We're on a hill.
Interesting.
I think it's just gonna turn left and do this turn. It might have to back up. This object and path thing is definitely, we're really close. We're almost on the grass here, so I'd be sort of surprised if the car...
It's still turning.
Yeah, it wants to for sure, but I think that you can see like this highlighted orange thing is it being upset. So just touch the accelerator just to like basically let the car know that it's good to go. There you go. Let go a little bit more just to get out away from here. There you go. There you go. So that's what people call the pedal of encouragement. That's for now when there's issues with the car, like when it's uncertain about something that you think it can do, rather than disengage, you can literally just touch the pedal to kind of be like, no, it's fine.
Oh, interesting.
So it's just easier sometimes than actually.
Why are we so close to the cars?
Yeah, I don't feel like we're close. People critiqued us for thinking we were close to things.
Well, they're not here, so they don't understand.
For sure, like there's some amount of that's no doubt like lost in video. Like I think the GoPro's like wide angle. We're close to the side of the road. GoPro's wide angle make things look different. Right now we're in a weird spot, I would say, on the road.
Yeah, well, I think because these trucks are kind of messing things up here, but I don't know. I find it hugs the car close because I just imagine someone opening their door, which I know is hard to plan for all the time, but...
I know what you're saying. So you went to a massage this morning?
Yes.
Without me?
Oh.
Was there a car coming?
No, I wasn't sure if it was going to go or not.
What happened?
I did use FSD there and back, which I typically don't, so...
Unprompted, like it wasn't at all.
I thought Dev would be proud of me. And then I tried to start the drive from using the button.
Pause for a second, just because at roundabouts I feel like are interesting. Do you ever worry about roundabouts anymore?
I actually haven't been through a roundabout in a while. I don't...
Because now
since we've been driving, doing all these little things, I don't think we've been through a roundabout.
Maybe not, no.
Yeah, because
I think that one we would have done back there, but...
Wow, the mountain is beautiful. Yeah, because they definitely make me a bit nervous, but we're going so slow.
True.
That I could easily just, like, if it tried to go, I would stop on my brakes. And honestly, people get all confused about roundabouts anyways, as it is, but yeah. I would speed up a little bit here to get through this light, but we're fine.
We're even in the hurry profile. Yeah, I feel like it does a good job. Just recently with version 13, something you may not have noticed is now it signals out of roundabouts. Oh, are you recording? Did you hit the... Oh, I'm not either. Wow. Okay, nope. Hit record. Okay,
hold it or press it?
Press it once. Yeah, okay, that's going to be all resync. That's all going to be GoPro audio, which is fine. It's hard to be an influencer, so, you know.
It's a lot of work.
A lot of work. Sorry. Back to this audio. It signals out, which is good, because before it would just do the roundabout and never signal out.
Does anybody ever signal out, though?
I talked about that.
Like a human? I can't see you.
But it's just a better view.
I know, but... Sorry.
It's the right thing to do, but you're right, like nobody does it.
Yeah, I can't even tell you the last time I signaled.
But you should. You should signal in.
I actually can't remember.
You should signal out of the roundabout, and now the car is finally doing that.
Yeah. That's nice.
Yeah, sorry I interrupted you though. You used FSD unprompted, and it was good, other than you're saying starting?
Yeah, no, everything... It went weirdly slow on our road. Our speed limit's 60 and it went 40.
Yeah, I've noticed it picks that up for whatever reason as 40. And it drives past the speed limit sign that says 60.
I know. I thought that was really interesting. And it was like I had to take over because I kept spinning the wheel.
So that's where the pedal of encouragement can be used. That's where you could...
I did try that at one point.
You just have to leave your foot on the pedal.
Oh, well, what's the point then?
Yeah, I know. I agree. It's not ideal.
It's like, oh, well, you just have to drive.
I mean,
like, well,
I'm going to try not to say it 500 times in this video as well, but that is a map data issue.
Yes,
so that is showing FSD's biggest weakness is map related issues because for whatever reason.
Yeah, I don't really blame the car for that. It's just it's trying to use it's information.
It's definitely
available.
a part of the car that's messing up, but it's the I feel like easiest to fix part.
Yes.
Because if the car can like manage to do everything, but it just has bad information, then
Isn't it just pulling map data from other cars, or it's not talking to other cars? And
it's not talking to other cars yet.
That seems like
but it is. In version 13, they're adding
loss opportunity.
Like the fleet communication is being slowly introduced in version 13. So I think technically right now, closed roads are something that it says. Here, press that and say release notes.
Which button?
The voice button.
Oh, release notes.
Wow, that actually worked. It says, dynamic routing around road closures, which displays them along an affected route when they're detected by the fleet. So that's part of the update right now that came out.
Yeah.
Which is really cool, but I've never seen it in use. Like you would need 2 Teslas on version 13 and one to hit a road closure to then, I have no idea, communicate it back to the other car.
Yeah. Have you encountered a train?
I don't
first car?
No, I haven't. I would think that it would stop.
I would think it would stop. I'm just wondering, would it go unprompted when the arm went up?
Yeah, that's a good question. I haven't been first to a train, and I know that...
That'd be so hard to... that would just be off fluke.
Yeah, previous to version 13, version 12 definitely struggled with, closed gates and stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
But now I've pulled up to, businesses that have gates that are closed, and the car will stop. So I think that it would handle the, arm down properly.
No, I'm just wondering, would it then no arm up?
Yeah, because the thing would be gone.
True.
It's only stopping for the thing.
True.
Again, I say that, I have no idea.
Yeah, no, otherwise, the drive this morning was nice. I just genuinely wanted to drink my coffee on my way to the massage and not really have to worry. It was 2 times it was weirdly slow in certain spots.
Mm-hmm.
And then, what is it doing for ambulances again? Is it better with that?
Currently, it seems to be 50-50 on, not even 50-50. I think most of the time it doesn't understand what it's doing. But I have seen, for sure, videos where it seems to be slowing down and pulling over for ambulances and fire trucks. But that's a upcoming improvement.
Yeah.
Version 13 added, the last version of version 12 and the first version of version 13 added the ability for the car to pick up sound in the cabin and report that back to Tesla. So technically they can listen to what we're saying, but it was more for they want to know the data on how sirens and stuff sound, so that
inside the car,
so that they can train full self-driving on that.
Yeah.
Because I think it sounds.
Oh, speaking of.
Yeah.
There's a cop right behind us.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'm just gonna pull over, or at least signal over.
You should have given it a second, but yeah.
I know, but I don't want to
No, I know, that's fair.
Clearly an emergency here, and it's not doing what I want.
Okay, well there you go. That was that's honestly the first version anything interaction.
It needs to think so much farther ahead.
The way it handled that is wrong.
But I get that it's just not there yet.
Yeah. And you for all the times that I do kind of just wait to see what full self-driving is doing, I don't want to
That's not something, yeah, exactly, because you don't want to be the asshole that's sitting in front of a car or in front of a police car that's clearly trying to be quick.
Yeah, so that's definitely a disengagement. That's a big one for sure right now, but it's hard. That's a big deal in a world of full self-driving unsupervised, but given that this is still just a really, really good
absolutely
ADAS system, level 2, it's not great that it's not doing, but it's not gonna kill anybody.
Yeah.
And you just need to move out of the way.
Yeah. Seems like humans don't even understand that too.
100%. As soon as there's sirens, the roads just become absolute chaos.
It is kind of dynamic in that
do you go left, do you go right?
Yeah, it isn't always a clear cut pull over to the side of the road.
Yeah.
Sometimes I've pulled into suicide lanes if I can't get over on this side. You're just trying to get out of the way, and then sometimes that decision is wrong too. I've pulled somewhere trying to get out of the way, and then I think the cop or the ambulance was anticipating going that way, so then but there also is a world that you know, in however many years, if everything is self-driving, everyone will move.
Yes, it'll route easier. I'm impressed. We're taking is this where we're going? Oh, we put in the wrong period. Oh no, this Purelator's right. It got into this lane that we always complain that it doesn't use really early.
Oh yeah, true. That's
like it's
nice.
using it for the right reason, but I'm impressed that it got over as early as it did.
Yeah, that is nice.
Rather than go through that light and then like awkwardly shuffle over here. So we'll see what it does for parking. There's a bunch of parking in front of this place.
I still don't believe you that it parked for itself, because I haven't seen that yet.
I showed you the video. You think I doctored it?
Did you show it to me?
Yeah, with Blake. Remember it parallel parked?
Sure.
Remember I showed you, like, showed up...
I go gloss over a lot.
And then the one where it turned 10 times? The awkward park in front of the gym?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Like, it's definitely hit and miss.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see. Like, give it a second here. Hopefully there's nobody beside us. I have no idea what instigates it and why sometimes it does such a good job and other times not.
Okay.
So that's where we want to be. We're going to Purelator. So ideally, RoboCab world, it just would stop right here and would jump out. FSD world, I would love for it to park us right there.
Oh, there's someone behind me.
Okay.
It wasn't going to, though. I had definitely
No, you could tell
stopped.
that it was going to stop.
BRB.
All right, we're done. We're now headed to her grandma's house. So press and hold to start. Should back us out of here.
Backing up's interesting.
I love it. I also tried, for your folks' sake, to have it use Smart Summon. We're like 7 feet from the store, but Jalen did not want to break the law, so no Smart Summon.
I said it's illegal.
Technically true.
Why?
Okay, this is strange.
Oh, it just needed to
needed a beat
take
there.
a little break. Interesting. I wonder why I did that.
Yeah, sometimes it's so confident around things, and sometimes it'll get like this close to a car. Oh, it's nice that it waited. I don't know if it's like intentionally doing that, but that's really good.
I feel like it did.
Yeah. Oh, that was a maneuver. I wonder why. Because this is
I think it second guessed whether it was supposed to turn right there.
Yeah.
Or not. Okay, let's try
It'll
this
be
again.
Because I feel like as the new versions have come out, I'll be in the car at like midnight wanting to go for a ride to like notice the differences, because to me they're so like impactful. Because you really don't use full self-driving much. I feel like you probably, I'm hoping, notice the difference between version 13 and version 12. But I'm curious.
I don't drive enough to notice it. I know it from how you describe it and the things you're excited about, but...
Yeah, I guess I'm just curious, like, as the versions change through version 13, if we go for drives, with this focus on mind, if you're going to notice it. Like,
I assume so, because it depends, I guess, if they're fixing the things that I notice.
Yeah, like if they make parking and unparking and parking lots better, like things like that, that'll be cool.
Yeah.
Was that a stop sign or a yield?
No, it wasn't. I don't think it was either.
Mm.
It was just like a merge.
Yeah, that wasn't great then.
16 kilometers of straight.
Yeah, I don't know how to make this drive any more stimulating.
It's like there's not many options other than straight.
Like, people always get mad at our
straight.
drives being simple, but like, there's just always a straight road to navigate to places.
Well,
we can add a stop.
if you've got tons of spare time and if this is your job, then I guess you could zip zap around. But
And I genuinely do that sometimes.
I know.
For the fans.
Well,
is there a McDonald's that puts us like out of the way? What's this? Gee. So we want to grab a coffee.
you need to start making money. We'll go on more dynamic drives when
I'm
we
gonna
start getting paid.
Fire up an OnlyFans account before I
like and subscribe.
like and subscribe. There we go.
It'd be amazing to make enough money off of the webs to pay the car
People
payment.
definitely do. That's never been my like focus for making this, but the thought of
very
it
nice.
is really cool.
Just like a little bit, just to pay the car.
Yeah, that would be great. Okay, I probably fast forwarded all that because it's quite boring. I've got us to a McDonald's just to grab coffees that's on our left, and I genuinely don't know what the car is going to do, if it's going to use a suicide lane or go to a light. We'll see. It's a long ways away, but something that would be interesting. Like right now.
It'll go through drive-thrus.
Yeah. How cool would
I was
that be?
thinking about that.
There's just so much to a drive-thru that I could fully see the car navigating a drive-thru.
Just wait till it orders for you too.
Yeah. Talks to the little person.
Yeah.
But there's just a lot of like human cues that need to like, oh, come up to the second window, come up to the first window.
Yeah, that one's closed.
Can you just wait here for 2 minutes? Pull up, right? Like in a world of cyber.
I feel like we don't need to make drive-thrus easier to use.
That's true. You should get out of your car.
Yeah, you should go for a walk and.
Yeah.
There's, especially in America, just the amount of drive-thrus and food options there.
Yeah, probably better to not make it easier. But people will want it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the novelty is really interesting. This area is actually very chaotic.
Which?
The one we're about to go into right now.
Okay.
I find it's always busy, and people are always zip-zapping all over the place. We're trying to drive this road extremely fast, so I think it is a good test of that.
Yeah, like I don't think we're turning at a light, so I think it's going to use
the lane
to turn left.
Well, that'll be freaky. We won't do that when I go to the gym, though.
Yeah, I have no idea why sometimes it does this and other times.
But even Google Maps won't take me that route, so it makes sense. Yeah. It's just that like map data is not set up for where my gym is.
Yeah, so that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to get at this center lane here because there's the McDonald's. We should have done it already, but that's okay. And then
let's go zipping around.
We'll chill and then just go. That was
nice. Okay.
Happy with that?
Yeah.
See what it does just for the sake of parking because you apparently think I'm just this liar. Hit us with the curbside parking spot. Okay, signaled.
Oh.
Not bad.
Wow.
I've seen humans park worse.
Okay.
Hey?
Yeah.
Pretty good.
That was pretty good.
Okay, we're parked. Not great.
Not like perfect, but honestly not.
Not terrible.
Like I would run
hit the little camera button and people can see. So you can see like we're on the line and over. Like again,
honestly, it's
passable.
basically how people park.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, we're just gonna skip through the drive-through. So we'll see you on the other side.
Wait, look! I'll show them how to do my little turn thing that I've.
Oh. Here we go.
Oh.
That's actually very nice. So in the holiday update, for those of you that don't know, the Model 3, I think it's just the Model 3, maybe the Model Y with no stocks as well. No, I think just the Model 3. It got the update, so if you want to go from reverse to drive, it's what was just on the screen there. Like you just do it all from the thing. It's very
nice.
Convenient. Okay, we're ordering coffees. Bye. Okay. We are.
Oh, this makes me nervous.
Yeah, I was not wanting to tell you what's about to happen here.
I don't like it.
So it's a unprotected left turn. If you do this, Chuck Cook will be proud of you.
Why?
Because he's the guy that like Tesla trains their left turns off of. It's Chuck's unprotected left turn.
This is.
Yeah.
Are we even allowed to do this?
It doesn't say no left turns. We have no one behind us. So let's give it a minute.
There's tons of people this way.
Yeah. If we end up with people behind us, we can go right. The super awkward thing is going to be if somebody tries to let us in, which I hope they don't.
I know. I can't see anything, so.
Yeah, it needs to
Well, this person.
It needs to move forward more.
I don't know where they're going.
Like we need to creep in order to
I don't want to creep. It's going to be.
Are we like that close to the road? Yeah. There's no cars. Like it needs to make a
Oh,
you disengaged.
Oh, whoopsies.
Just press. Oh. Okay, just leave it here.
We're gonna be here forever.
Well, give it. Oh, is this guy leaving? Okay. You can drive. Do whatever you want.
Oh.
Oh.
Shit. I guess I'll just turn around. Oh shoot! I could have done my little Yui there.
You can just leave it to drive now. It'll figure itself out.
Well.
Okay, that was hard. That was a.
Yeah.
That was a bad.
So there's a lot of traffic.
I'm shocked that you're allowed to make a left out of there.
I know. Like I actually don't think you are. That's why I'm.
It didn't say you can't.
No, I know.
Which surprised me.
Well, there we go. Now we have a bit more dynamic of a drive.
There you go.
All things considered.
how do you feel about the overall like smoothness of the car driving?
Like from it lurching?
Yeah, like FSD.
Stop
like
and start?
Stop and start and...
Oh, that's been significantly improved. Like I find it does slow down a little bit more to be a bit smoother, and then the not going like 0 to 60 at a stop sign has been very much improved. I'd say it's quite smooth, because I've read before that people say like, oh, I don't like driving in Ubers when I'm in a Tesla, or I don't like driving in Teslas because I feel sick after. And I think it's when people don't know how to use the one brake or one pedal or whatever properly, which is basically the driver's fault, not the car's fault.
Totally, yeah. I appreciate that you realize that.
Because I've definitely driven in Teslas before, in Ubers, and felt like, remember the times that I've come home from the airport and it's a 45-minute drive, and I got out of the car and I was saying, I do not feel good. I feel so nauseous.
Yeah.
And I hadn't even been on my phone or anything when we were driving too.
Yeah, I think it's that like stopping and starting very quick, which if you're on and off the...
Oh, this is where Yuck Yucks is.
Yeah. If you're on and off the pedal, it feels very uncomfortable. So I feel like FSD doesn't do that very much anymore.
No, it's much smoother. And I guess that goes back to your question of if I'll notice between the two.
Yeah, that's a change that happened. So the fact that you notice that's a version change. I wonder, do you think if you stuck any of your friends in the back seat and they didn't know what the chime of full self-driving was, do you think most people would pick up on the fact that it's...
No, because we've done that a few times with people.
On earlier versions too.
Yeah, and they don't notice at all.
Yeah, we drove like half an hour, 45 minutes to drop you and your friends off, and at the end, I was like, "What do you think of the drive?" And I think the girls were chatting the entire time, but they're like, "Oh, I don't know, it's fine." And I was like, "Oh, the car did the whole thing."
Yeah. Yeah, because ultimately, even if it does make a little mistake, other than the time that we drove with our friends and it went into the left turn lane like this, exactly, and then just kept going straight.
I've put on like thousands and thousands and thousands of kilometers.
You should get that video from Emily and post it.
I should.
Yeah,
I'll pop up a video.
Love that.
I'll pop up a video maybe right now.
It's quite funny. It totally messes up.
It just takes the left turn lane and like uses it.
But then goes, remember we went into oncoming traffic?
Yeah, oh yeah, no, but...
Like, it was
a power move. We got ahead of a bunch of cars.
It was very much, was not supposed to do that.
But for all the time I spent driving with it, and it never does that, and then we have our friends in the car and like, check this out.
Really, look at our fancy new car, and it's perfect self-driving.
It got embarrassed.
It's too funny.
It's hard, like I want you to talk, because I just edited the third video, and I noticed that we like chat a lot, which is good, and I'm wishing that we could talk more about the drive, but the reality is like, the car, personally, I feel like is just kind of doing the right thing.
Yeah, and you kind of started this too late in a lot of ways, where the interesting conversation should have happened when we first got the car.
Yeah, when you were genuinely afraid of full self-driving.
Yes, like I have hesitations and I'm not as keen for it as you are, but I feel like trying to use it as kind of interesting content is, for the most part, I'm just chilling. But then there is also, there is an element of just driving, and you could do a whole drive and nothing really interesting could happen. You could just not use the footage, but you're waiting for the one thing that does happen and is interesting.
Totally.
And you pull out even like a clip for Twitter or whatever, right? Like it doesn't have to be a full hour.
She's really trying to get me banned off the platform.
Will you actually get banned?
No, I don't think you'd get banned, and I don't think anybody would actually care. It's just definitely, it's impressive, at least from what I see, how infrequently it's referred to as Twitter.
I guess because you're actually on the platform.
Yeah, but I think there are people that spend way more time and probably spent way more time on it before it was renamed. I'm going to throw an AI.
This person wants to get around us. He just went into the other lane because we're driving too slow.
We are going 48 and a 50.
I can't go any faster.
There we go. We're going 50 and a 50. This is exactly what we talked about, where going the speed limit in Canada, people will just...
He literally tried to like look to see if he could pass us.
Which is wild, because we're in like a very residential area, going the speed limit. we're going the speed limit.
Go over, car.
And this guy's
He's frapped.
That upset. Look at this guy. Like his day is so affected by going the speed. I don't know. There could be like a person, like kids.
Oh, okay. That was a good little check of what he was going to do. Something interesting happened on my drive, and now I can't remember it.
But that light was handled good. We like went into it on yellow.
Mm-hmm.
The guy was in a weird spot making that left turn, so it's nice that the car kind of like hesitated.
Yeah, it definitely
paused for him.
It did something like that this morning when I was driving too, that
yeah?
I meant to talk to you about.
Should set you up with GoPros. Get your own channel. Yeah, the speed, I wasn't thinking about it, so I wasn't really looking at it, but I mean, nothing's changed. It's the same version we were on the last video, so it's not really worth like talking about, but I do hope that they can have the car definitely at least always go the speed limit.
Yeah, I do think even though it's kind of strange for people to sit exactly at the speed limit.
I agree.
In the societal driving
in North
standpoint,
America, yes.
Everybody basically goes 10 over comfortably.
Mm-hmm.
So you are kind of impeding traffic in some sense by going the speed limit.
Yeah, I mean...
okay, good. I was hoping the light was going to turn red because this made me nervous of merging on.
Really? Oh, I feel like it would always wait.
Because it would just have to go so fast to like catch up to everything.
That was good. It's a good merge, and we'll see how quick we got up to 80 here. Yeah, so we're at the speed limit right away and are now going around this Jeep that seems to be going slower. So that's standard profile even too.
Now we're going fast. It kind of doesn't make sense. Like we're going 15 over the speed limit now, but we were just going exactly 50.
Yeah.
If not a little bit under.
It definitely varies how it chooses to speed.
Do you think that it's taking into account how the speed that other people are going right now, and there was nobody to...
I think it picks up a lot of cues from cars, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, I think if there was a speed limit sign that said 30 right now, and we were still, with all these traffic, going this speed, I don't think the car would all of a sudden be like, oh, I gotta go 30. It would definitely see that traffic is flowing one speed, and it would continue that speed.
For sure.
So I do think that if we were on that road, and there was somebody in front of us going 60, it's more likely we've been going 60 than 48.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's a good point.
It's tough. I don't know the right answer for to speed to not to speed. But I think at bare minimum it should always go the speed limit.
Yes.
Unless it's icy, snowy, rainy, like something terrible.
Well, it's because that's implemented for a reason.
Yeah. Okay, this is good. We didn't really save any time. I'm curious, so it picks this up as like being a bigger truck.
Yeah. It is a very large truck though.
No, it's good. But I'm curious if full self-driving tries to get around big vehicles. Because as a person, as a human, I definitely
a massive semi on the highway.
Yeah, like I'll get in the lane so I can get past the semi.
Yeah.
Versus if this was just another car in front of us, I wonder if it would have just hung out in that lane. But I don't know. I don't know the like thought process that it takes.
I don't think it would. That's a very human reaction.
Really, I like to think that it does pick up on that, but maybe I'm wrong. Because there's definitely, if you're on the highway, like you'll see the way it passes semis, is it will give more space to a semi. Like it'll move slightly left if this thing was on our right, versus a car, it will just go past. So it knows and treats bigger vehicles differently.
Fair.
Yeah. Okay, for as much as we fault it with its follow distance, I feel like on this, this is technically a highway.
Yeah, this is nice.
This is a good speed and good distance from this car. Because like vehicles just stopped in front of us. And we had tons
What is this person doing on the side of the road?
Who?
See?
Oh, yeah.
There's so many questions.
I think that's a person digging for cigarette butts.
In just a random pile of dirt, though? There's no other dirt anywhere else.
We can pop over and ask them.
Oh, I'm so curious. I can't see. Yeah, roll down the window.
That'll make for some good content for the video. Oh, I actually can't tell.
Is it roadkill? No.
I have no idea what was happening there.
I don't think I actually want to know.
I don't know if we'll include what we were just chatting about, but it's interesting to see, like, you were looking away for a little bit to see somebody on the side of the road.
Yeah.
And I got mad at you.
I know.
And some people don't like that. But also, like, what's your thoughts on it? Like, do you like the vision monitoring? Do you think it's good? Do you think it's too strict?
Well,
wait, sorry, to caveat. If anybody doesn't know, the way that this works, this whole system, is for as long as we're driving, she will never have to touch the wheel. There's just like a camera that's right here that looks at you while you're driving, whoever it is. And so long as you're kind of like focused on the road, that's satisfying the nag, as they call it. And that, as far as Tesla is concerned, is good enough for you to be supervising the drive. If you look away from the road, if you touch your phone, there's a bunch of things that'll then either cause the system to like warn you or disengage. So I'm just curious. What are your thoughts on how?
Well, people are dramatic. They complain that they have to touch the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
And then they don't have to touch the wheel anymore. And it's like, oh, well, now I have to look forward. And I get mad when I don't look forward. It's like, well, what do you want? It's not.
Shit, we have music playing.
I thought that was okay.
No.
Oh.
How long has that been playing?
The whole time?
The whole time?
The whole time.
Oh, I'm so sorry if the video is terrible. Oh, the audio on this video. I'm hoping that's not a part of the
I really scrap it.
Holy. Okay, sorry.
I just think your spaceship car is driving you, and it's never good enough. It's never good enough for anybody.
Yes.
It's like, well, I want to be able to look at my phone. It's like, well, that's the whole point of supervised self-driving.
Mm-hmm.
Is that you have to supervise, and you have to pay attention. So if you are looking down at your phone, you are not paying attention.
Yes.
And I think people are just used to doing that when they're driving.
Yes.
Which is terrible.
Yes.
And what causes accidents.
Yeah.
Even though as much as you can say you do it and you've never caused one.
No, people are...
Not you.
No, I know. I'm
In
saying
general.
no, like, people are insane. Like,
yeah.
we have, just to sidebar that, we have a friend that he commented on one of my stories that I posted about the car driving us to Squamish. And he's like, oh, do you get to, like, be on your phone and do stuff and, like, read while it's driving? And I was like, oh, no, you have to, like, supervise the drive. He's like, oh, that's stupid. Like, I'd rather just drive because I like driving. He, this summer, got in a pretty bad accident because he was texting and slammed into the back. Rear-ended somebody. Like, so it's without FSD, he tried to use his phone and slammed into somebody's car. This is the person who needs it and then should be reminded to not use their phone. Because I think a lot of people, like you say, they use their phone and they're like, I got away with it, so why can't I keep doing it?
Yeah. And then they get in one. I think I know a lot of people that have gotten into at least one accident from texting.
Yeah, your friend.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say her name, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, like she... Fortunately, it wasn't bad, but...
Yeah, I think it's very common.
So yeah, it's... You know, there'll be a day for sure, maybe even next year, when there's some level of full self-driving unsupervised on roads like this, where it's pretty straightforward and there isn't going to be a lot of, like, big interactions.
See, this is good to cut you off. We've progressively been slowing down this whole time.
Really early, yeah.
Which is really nice because I find sometimes, if not in the last version, it would just abruptly...
Yeah.
It would be 10 feet away and then be like, okay, we need to stop.
It would always stop, but it would do it a lot more, like, harsh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a
nice.
very good, like, natural slowdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice. Oh, just like if full self-driving unsupervised exists only under certain circumstances, like you're on a highway and you're driving with traffic, blah, 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 then yeah, maybe you get to pull out your phone. But until that day comes...
People are on their phones too much anyways.
People are on their phones too much. Me included.
I'd love to read my book right now, though, when I drove.
Pop out the Kindle?
I don't know how I can't even really be on my phone much when I'm driving with you in the passenger seat, let alone read, because I get car sick.
Yeah, but that's
I don't know how people are able to be zip zapping.
Motion cues and things like that. I think as soon as there's a market for a driver being able to use their phone,
yeah,
Apple and Samsung will find a way.
Well, every company or product wants you to use
the screen more.
That, respectively, all the time.
Exactly. So the second it's legal to use your phone while you're in a car, they will figure out a way for you to be comfortable. And that's what motion cues, I think, honestly, are a step towards that.
Yeah, well, then they can start putting in more TVs, and then they can show more ads because there's TVs in the car and
Yeah,
all
you
that
get to
stuff,
unlock
right?
full self-driving unsupervised if you watch a 30-second ad.
Yeah, exactly. And then it pulls you over, you have to watch another 30-second ad.
I'd do it. Drives, I feel like good.
Yeah.
The only thing, not a huge deal, but
We're hanging out in the fast lane.
we're in the fast lane. Like, technically we're on a highway. So, thank God it's on. Oh.
There we go.
There we go. I think
we are turning in
'cause
a
we're
kilometer,
turning.
yeah.
But that's maybe something you haven't noticed. That's a version 13 change as well. Maybe late into version 12. These like early and more natural lane changes are a big thing that still not perfect, but the fact that we did that is a huge deal because FSD did not used to make decisions that far ahead of time.
Yeah.
So it's really nice that with over a kilometer to spare, it's made the decision to move into this lane so that it doesn't feel like a last minute thing where it throws us over into that lane to get over.
Exactly.
Because it, like so much we talk about, just gives you confidence that the car is going to then make the right decision.
Yeah,
Whereas
then you're not
wait,
going to have this last minute abrupt turn.
Mm-hmm. Or you're just like, is the car going to do it?
Mm-hmm.
Nice slow down.
Mm-hmm. Not bad.
Okay, so there's no, I would just go and not stop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
I actually would,
This is fine because the signal's not on.
Okay.
I would have.
Buses freak me out.
I would have kind of
They don't
loved for the
freak me out,
signal to
but-
pop on
And see what happened.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because there's rules around buses.
I think as soon
here,
as
I
that
think.
signal's on, you have to either yield or move out of its way.
I thought though, if you're driving under 70, you have to yield or move. But if you're driving over 70, you can get past them if you have
Well, you subscribe for more bus facts. I didn't know any of those rules.
to. Yeah, I think so. Because it's basically a safety issue. If you're going 80 and there's a bus, just slam on your brakes.
Yeah, I could actually see that. That is fair.
Unless if you can't get over. It's probably the.
Like,
Yeah, it probably is always that.
but we were going under that, so we could have.
Yeah. Well, don't take my word for it though. I failed my first learners.
Oh,
Had to do it twice when I was 16.
I mean, we're 3 minutes away, so I'm just trying to count up like issues and disengagements on the drive. That left turn at McDonald's. Oh no, the ambulance was a big one.
Yeah. Oops, that was my fault.
That one.
Oopsies.
And then the left turn at McDonald's
Yes.
were the only like proper, what I would call disengagements or things that you had to do.
Yeah.
But otherwise, were you happy with the drive? And
Yeah, 100%.
what are your like pain points? Anything like what was there any point that you felt uncomfortable?
I mean, I've already spoken about all my little things that I hope they improve, but
No, I'm just thinking specifically on this drive.
I just really don't like right when we were leaving, being close to the cars. Which yes,
on like the little residential roads, yeah.
It shouldn't really make me uncomfortable, but it's something that I'm always very aware of because I feel like it does hug against cars just more than what I'm comfortable with. Because if they open a door, at least I can be a little bit away. Like if there's no cars around, I don't see why you wouldn't give it room. Mm-hmm. If there's cars, yes, absolutely. But I think that I'd be curious if it will get to that point.
That's good, like food for thought. I'm curious what other people say.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious too, because
in my mind, the car was doing that because that's the right thing to do, and I feel like humans are lazy and just like float to the middle. But like you said, that's actually safer in the respect of like a kid jumps out from one of those cars.
Exactly, I was just gonna say.
We're right there. There's no room for.
Or someone opens a door, or there's a kid in front of a car.
There's just people ready to bust out of those doors at all times, and
Yeah,
you're there.
exactly.
I don't think about that.
Things are flying.
Yeah. Okay, that's good to know. I'd be curious what other people think.
Yeah, I don't know if everybody drives like that, but I definitely.
It's a very
seem to give a little bit more
cautious
room
approach to driving, but it's not a bad thing.
Or even when you see people, and you kind of give people flack for it, but leaving a parking lot, intending to kind of hang out in the middle, and then as soon as you go to pull in, they're like, oh shoot, and pull over to the side. I don't try to do that, but I can kind of get that they're just trying to exit and not being very particular about where exactly. So, yeah, it's interesting. Fun fact, The only Krispy Kreme in Canada is located here in Surrey.
Oh yeah, for Canadian watchers,
So-
we're like 8 feet away from the Krispy Kreme
Yeah.
that I think people travel from.
Is it Canada or is it just BC? I think it's Canada.
I don't know.
But
I could
there's
Google
one.
it, but I'm gonna just dig for engagement. So let me know in the comments.
It'll start some Krispy Kreme wars.
Start
People will
some-
be like, I'm in Ontario.
Yeah. Krispy
I
Kreme.
actually am curious because I'm pretty sure it's the only one. I
There
used
is
to say
some-
North America, and that
It's the only Krispy Kreme in the
I think
world,
is very.
actually.
Oh,
Tell me if I'm wrong.
in Surrey, British Columbia.
Yeah, in Surrey, BC.
I'm curious how it'll navigate.
Yeah, I really tried to give it the address like further into this complex.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think it is. Like
Yeah.
it should pull into the gates, and then it's gonna do a perfect park job, because I'm manifesting.
But there's no clear visitor spot. Like the visitor spot we're going to, I don't know if you pin dropped it there.
Oh yeah. Oh, I wonder if I can. Okay, let's see what it does here. This old man, I don't think understands what's happening.
Staring at us.
Staring at us. Okay.
I want to go left here.
Yeah, that's why I put the pin kind of. Okay, left.
And then I want to park by that white truck.
Fair. She's telepathically getting it.
Yeah, I'm manifesting.
See, I saw these parking spots, and that's why I put the pin where I did. So let's see what the car does.
That's a handicap spot.
Okay. Car doesn't know that.
Nice. Just sideways park.
Yeah, we're going to take up 2 spots. Wait. Nailed it.
Look
Okay.
at this.
We've hit the camera button on
Uh,
the thing.
we are parked in the middle of 2 handicaps.
That's a high score.
Yeah, that's.
Wait. Leave it here. Take off your cameras. Okay, I tried to make the pin drop change, but there's just no service here. So Jay's just gonna auto park us. You're gonna get to see the park brake turn thing again. My fat hand was probably in the way to ruin that, sorry.
It's very nice.
It's very nice. Yeah, maybe park yourself just to show that off.
My parking?
Yeah, like do the like using the
Oh,
the
okay.
wheel turn thing. So yeah, you can see in the top left. You have to go a little bit closer to like an object, I think. Oh. Okay, well, yes. So if you're going forward, I think it only pops up when you're then close to something in front of you, because then that's the car's like cue to be like, oh, they probably want to back up.
Quite nice.
Yeah.
I don't notice it being like mind blowing. Mind blowing from a.
I'm gonna have a timer on the screen right now.
It doesn't take. I don't save a bunch of time just doing this. It's very easy to me.
Totally, but for some people, if you told them that you have to like lift your hand off the wheel and touch a screen to like change the gear, they're like, I will never own a car that I have to like press a
That's
screen.
wild.
Because it like stocks, blah, blah, blah. It was just like a good move for Tesla to do. You can use either way. Okay, we're done this part of the drive. This might even be the whole video because that was quite a lot of driving and I might break it up. So this might be episode 4. Episode 5 will be the next one.
Babcha.
Babcha, the Babcha Mobile.
I gotta take her out now. It's getting dark.
It's getting dark. She's gonna get scared. So we're gonna film that, but stay tuned because that'll be an upcoming video. So, all in all, good, happy.
We should have like a saying at the end.
Oh, we should have a
Is
saying.
that a
Also,
thing?
you're like Ryan Trahan right now with that mic.
Yeah, hello.
Okay, are we good? Cheers. What's our cute sign off?
Okay, goodbye.